Well, it was Stephen Kenny's side that took control of this one just after the half-hour mark. Mason Melia found himself free at the back post and finished that one nicely. But the lead was short-lived. Jack Byrne equalised for Rovers. He was quickest to react after Graham Burke's shot had been saved by 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗗𝗗. Well, after that, the game was only getting started, and the drama it delivered late on. Lee Grace in the 88th minute thought he had won the game with that header for Rovers, but in the dying embers, it was another header, this time for Pats. Joe Redmond rescued a point for the home side. 2-2 is how it finished at Richmond Park. At Derry City were out west to take on Galway United, and it was the visitors that took an early lead. Danny Mullins putting them ahead just after 17 minutes with that quick reaction. Galway got back into it just before the break. A long ball forward, and it was Pat Hickey on the end of it. Derry City, though, they roared into action in the second half. Robbie Benson restored the lead with a fantastic strike early in the second half. Galway were down to 10 men. A minute later, Cian Byrne sent off for a second yellow. Played the rest of the second half with 10. A new signing, Gavin White, extended Derry's lead deep into injury time. I looked to make sure of all 3 points. Well, there was something left in Galway. They never gave up, and in the 97th minute, they pulled one back through Vincent Boredom. But it was too little, too late. 3-2 to Derry, the final score. Dalymount Park next, and the only goal in that game between Bohs and Cork City came with just 5 minutes remaining. It was James McManus that gave the home side all 3 points with that strike late on. A big win there for Bohs. And our final match this evening is at the RSC between Waterford and bottom of the table Sligo Rovers. And despite a tough start to the season, John Russell's side took the lead in this one. Gareth McElroy finding the net. Things got even better for Sligo minutes later. Some nice build-up play. McElroy involved again. His perfect cross found the head of Owen Elding, and he got his 4th goal of the season. And it got worse for Waterford when Kyle White was sent off. Sligo piled on more misery. They made it 3 at the RSC just after the hour. 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗗𝗏 grabbing the goal to punish the error. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better for Sligo, well, it did. Francis Lombozo rounding off a superb away performance for Sligo Rovers in what was a much-needed win. So confirmation then of all of tonight's results. That big win for Bohs, doing plenty for them. It was 2-2, of course, in our live game here on Virgin Media 2 between Drogheda United and Shelbourne. A big win for Derry on the road too at Galway. 2-2 late drama at Richmond Road, and Sligo Rovers 4, Waterford 0. Here's what that all means then for the table. Well, it's very much as you were at the top. Drogheda still sitting pretty. Pats and Rovers just a point behind them, and Shells still 2 points off.